What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat, and this is your WCW Weekend Contest walkthrough where the really big boy plays like King Kong Bundy. And we got the King Kong Showdown going on this weekend, as expected. The A tier is usually the Showdown character, and that's what we've got going on for this weekend. So as always, this is not just a blog read, although it is blog read. It's also kind of some interpretation on what's going on in here. King Kong Showdown Champions, get it while it's hot. Choose from the brand new Ultimate Reinforced Gems skill plate on the prize wall. Chase King Kong Bundy on the leaderboards and earn big rewards throughout the contest. When you make 6+ reinforced gems, increase all of your gem damage by 100% for one turn. That's a good start. I've been saying we need new reinforced gem plates. Like, that's a overlooked gem. This is not quite the yeet level that I would like to see, but it is definitely good. Asuka, Zombie Bobby Lashley, and so Seth freaking Rollins, so many others that would be good on. New notoriety milestones. Earn solo contest points in the Showdown notoriety milestones. Reach higher notoriety ranks for more points and climb up in the leaderboards. Plus the top 3 get a new King Kong Bundy. As always, please note, screenshots are taken from test environment. Text numbers, items, and dates are subject to change. Some parts of the contest might still be a work in progress, so checking in for the latest numbers, items, and details once the contest has started. Basically, the game has the final say. This is a good, helpful, most likely what's going to happen, but there's some things that might change, and if they do, the game will tell you that. King Kong Showdown, 6:13. Let me put that better on screen. 6:13 at noon to 6:16 at noon. Premium Showdown, as always, if you've got the character, in this case Bundy. Early, you get a 24-hour Premium Showdown with a regular Showdown showcase happening on Saturday. Note, the regular happens on Saturday. So basically it's like you're not getting punished for not having King Kong Bundy, but if you have him early, then you get early better rewards. And everyone should get King Kong Bundy who plays the entire event throughout the month. So also going to be a claim on the Prestige Pass if you've got that. And here's your shards. I hope this changes. Let me refresh here real quick just to make sure. Yeah, it's not changing. 60 in solo contest milestones, 20 in the Showdown contest, 20 in faction contest. I would guess that's going to be different once we get going, but maybe not. We'll see. And then another 50 and 50 in the premium. And there's going to be some premium shards for Miss American Diva Michelle McCool. Medallions, if you've got King Kong Bundy and you get him 6-star bronze, no. If you have 39,000 medallions in the King Kong solo contest, then you can get Bundy at 6-star bronze. You get 22,600 if you've got the bonus rewards at champions.com and 3,000 from the Showdown competition, plus more this weekend. The new skill plate, whenever you make 6 or more reinforced gems, increase all of your gem damage by 100% for one turn. And then this is kind of like the Botchman plates, where you've got the rainbow, then you've got the 6 individual color reinforcements. They all do the same thing, just one of them is, for every color, and the others are going to be, if you use, for example, Seth freaking Rollins, you want red. There you go, right? If you use maybe Showboat Vader and want to use this plate on him, you want yellow or red, depending on how you run him with the, sheriff. Well, I guess you can't run the sheriff's badge in this, so never mind. You get the idea. You keep going from there. Click here for more. Yes, please. So there's also shards available for new Steve Austin. I was going to say new John Cena, but there was several of them. So the purple new John Cena. Dusty Rhodes Hard Times. If I could get like 200 shards for him, I would finally recruit that guy. Andre, the True Giant. That is one of your most important coaches if you don't have him. Big Boss Man Corporation, Alexa Bliss, and Dirty Dom if you didn't get them from their months, respectively. Plus, Ultimate King Kong Bundy straps, and more. Solo contest. Recruit and use King Kong Bundy, the walking condominium, for extra points and access an exclusive limited time tour. What we talked about above. You get 80 Michelle McCool Michelle My Cool shards, 110 King Kong Bundy the Wacom Condominium shards, 39,000 King Kong medallions, and 1,160 Raquel Rodriguez the Judgment Day Evo tokens. There are more King Kong medallions on the leaderboard, and the top 10 can earn up to a 6-star gold King Kong Bundy. Also, open premium Showdown tournament for 24 hours only. That's right. The premium Showdown is open to everybody until the Intercontinental Division, or Champion Division. So if you saw last month, we thought, oh, well, that's a mistake, and everybody jumped on it, and they were like, no, actually, it's intentional. Reach and maintain your position in the Undisputed Champion Division to earn up to 6,800 medallions and more medallions by winning Showdown battles. But now everybody can participate in the Premium Showdown, but the idea is you get bonus for Bundy because you have to have him to go beyond the Undisputed Champion. Universal Champion, got to have Bundy. Otherwise, it is Legends Era and Defensive Slot. The regular Showdown Showcase starts on Saturday, contains more solo points. You have the ability to use King Kong Bundy. You get all gem damage up to 50% higher. And then Legends Era on Defense will reduce your opponent's MP up to 4 MP. Regular Showdown competition on Saturday, get a guaranteed poster of the brand new King Kong Bundy, the walking condominium, in the top 3 Showdown tournament leaderboard. And stretch gets you 6 Showdown chests, 4.2 million solo contest points, 3,000 medallions, and 20, that seems low, shards. Plus, the top 800 can get 5,000 more King Kong medallions, up to 700k in the solo contest points as well. So here's the way they're doing this. So if you use offensively, Legends Era, $1 Million Corp, New Gen, and Powerhouse, you get bonuses as described that way or that way, with HP up, all damage up, etc., etc. So that's your offensive side of things. Defensively, if you use Legends Era, you get your HP up to 100% higher, which can be a strategy in Showdown, right? Because if somebody else is going up against you and you would normally have 70 million health, but instead you have 140 million health, then suddenly that turn 1 they could do to you doesn't turn 1 you. So if you have a character that can then turn around and turn 1 them, that's a big deal, right? New Gen is going to reduce your opponent's gem defense up to 50%, so not quite as spicy, but it'll still help. Click here for more requirements. Break blue Showdown gems. This is, by the way, the solo Showdown competition. I don't think the faction one yet. Break your blue gems, break your multiply gems, deal 1,250 damage with any Hulk Hogan, which means if you have the Powerhouse Hulk Hogan with some of the things, you just do that in one hit easily because he hits about 850 million if you go up against a acrobat, and about 600 million if you don't. Deal 1,250 damage with any new gen superstar. You've got plenty. Shredder, at least, if you played that month. Deal 1,250 with any Legends Era. Should be fine. Any $1 Million Corporation. That one might be harder depending on who you've got. Striker Bam Bam is a good one if you've got him. If not, just look for your best. Go from there. Deal 13,500 damage with any Hulk Hogan. Same comment. On down. Deal 15,000 with Viscera. With Bam Bam, specifically the $1 Million Corporation version. 15,000 with Muda. And then the bonuses, you get one-time bonus for winning with Showdown with King Kong Bundy. And then everything else from there is any striker and then King Kong Bundy in particular. So again, obviously you get incentivized if you have King Kong Bundy. Faction competition, earn King Kong Bundy medallions from tours, solo contest, and the Showdown competition. Max milestone 12 million. So this is the faction portion again. You get 2 million solo contest points, 20 shards, and 100 medallions. Collect King Kong medallions for the first 24 hours, and then they're a tiebreaker after that. And then the faction goal is break black gems, trap gems, Aussie, and multiply gems in your, and the health packs, of course. Limited time tours, play tours and earn contest points, and recruit King Kong Bundy for massive extra shards and medallions. 1,000 King Kong medallions plus 10,000 in the 5 tour, which is the one you get for having Bundy, pretty much. 3.853 million contest points, 37,000 faction competition points. Friday, you get the early recruitment tour if you've got Bundy, and that'll have bonuses. Also Friday, King Kong Legends with Jesse the Body, Lou Albano, those ones you've got. Andre the Giant you might have, and Muda is the big one if you've got him. Friday, the $1 Million Corporation, which means Tatanka, King Kong Bundy, or any Bam Bam. Hard is any Acrobat Striker. Hell is any Striker or Powerhouse. Then Friday, WrestleMania 2 main event, Hulk Hogan, several versions of them will be CSS. Saturday, Ladder Queens, Io Sky, Tiffany Stratton, and Naomi. Saturday, Big Mommy Cool instead of Big Daddy Cool. Get it? Diesel versus Rhea. Rhea would win. Raquel Rodriguez is your character. So it's not Mommy. It's not the right Mommy anyway. Sunday, King Kong Strikers with Bam Bam, Andre, or Omos. And then everybody's got The Rock, the final boss, if nothing else. Sunday Night SmackDown. Interesting. With Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax, Piper Niven, you've got. And then Sunday is the 5 King Kong Bundy tour. And you do have to have him all the way at 6-star at that point to make it work. Get an extra chance. We always say we know several people who have gotten this. So get an extra chance on the forum by putting your constructive feedback. It doesn't mean you have to like everything or pretend you did. It just means you kind of say, here's what I did like, here's what I didn't like, here's the things I would change to make the things I did like things into I didn't like. No, the opposite of that, right? You don't want to tell them how to make the game worse. Help make the game better. Here's the thing. We know for a fact they listen to these comments. There have been a lot of changes over the last several months and even years, especially last year, that have directly come from comments on the forum like this. So get your thoughts in there. Any other thoughts on this? Drop in the connection spot on the comments section there. Or, we've got our own Discord and have for a while. Or there's the new Champions Discord for the entire game. Hop onto either of those and make your voice heard because we'd love to hear from you. That's it for this one. Like the video, subscribe to Champions Chat, and send this to your friend or faction mate so that they can get the most out of this showdown. And we will see you out there in the showdowns. See you on the next one.